Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your news report and second stimulus check update. Breaking news has just been reported from Bloomberg News. They claim that Steven Mnuchin, our Treasury Secretary, and Senator Mitch McConnell want to tap unused Fed funds for stimulus. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin bid to revive stalled stimulus talks with congressional Democrats by proposing the use of untapped Federal Reserve relief funds as part of a new package of aid. In the Chicago Tribune reports that President-elect Joe Biden is pushing Congress to approve billions of dollars in emergency assistance before he takes office, saying in a meeting Friday with the top Democrats in the House and Senate that such a package should be approved during the lame duck session. In regards to the unemployment benefits, AS News reports that Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer told a press conference in New York that representatives for himself and Majority Leader Mitch McConnell would be meeting to discuss the prospective new support bill. This is great news because it looks like our members in Congress finally want to get a deal done. So before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell, and let's get this video to 1,000 likes if you think that Congress should pass a second stimulus check before Christmas. But first I want to get into the current election news. Today news reports that Biden has been confirmed the winner in Georgia.
After Georgia overnight announced its hand recount reaffirmed President-elect Biden's narrow victory there. Those results expected to be certified today. President Trump, in an extraordinary move, is set to host Republican state lawmakers from Michigan that he invited to the White House. The Trump campaign is focused on Michigan as it seeks to stop the state from certifying the count, where Biden leads by more than 150,000 votes.
We've won Michigan. It's going to be certified.
When asked, Biden denounced the president's actions as outrageous.
It's hard to fathom how this man thinks. He will go down in history as being one of the most irresponsible presidents in American history.
The Trump campaign has openly floated the idea of trying to get Republican-controlled state legislatures to appoint pro-Trump electors who would go against the will of the voters. But Michigan's top Republican lawmaker has said any effort to overturn the state's election results is not going to happen. A message backed up by the state's governor.
We've had a free, fair, and secure election. We need to respect the will of the people, and we need to certify these results.
Still, the president has personally tried to intervene, calling two GOP canvassing board members who reluctantly certified results for Biden in Michigan's largest county that includes Detroit.
So it has been confirmed President-elect Joe Biden has won Georgia. So will President Trump concede the election and let Joe Biden be a 46th president? Leave your comments down below. Now for the most important news, our second stimulus check. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin bid to revive stalled stimulus talks with congressional Democrats by proposing the use of untapped Federal Reserve relief funds as part of a new package of aid. That's according to Bloomberg News. Mnuchin's plan to shutter a number of the Fed's emergency lending facilities ran into immediate opposition from Democrats. President-elect Joe Biden's transition team slammed it as deeply irresponsible. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi accused the Treasury Secretary of trying to hobble the incoming administration. Mnuchin and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell discussed the strategy on Friday, in the first sign in weeks of possible movement on stimulus in the waning days of the Trump administration. Democrats and Republicans had widely different views on the amount of fresh appropriations needed for stimulus relief. McConnell backed Mnuchin's proposal to use $580 billion that was allocated for Fed loan guarantees, small business help, and other coronavirus relief programs that remains unspent. Congress should repurpose their money towards the kind of urgent, important, and targeted relief measures that Republicans have been trying to pass for months, but which Democrats have repeatedly blocked with all or nothing demands. Bloomberg News goes on to say, for the Democratic leaders, they have called for a comprehensive stimulus package that offers aid to unemployed, small businesses, state and local authorities, and boosts funding for healthcare and fighting COVID. Meantime, the Fed said on Friday it would comply with the Treasury Department request to return the unused funds that were meant to backstop 5 emergency lending programs that are expiring. At a news conference earlier Friday, Pelosi cited the Fed's highly unusual public dispute with Mnuchin over letting the emergency lending programs expire. Pelosi said, again, why? Why? Because they want to impede the ability of the administration to have everything available to them. So what is going on with Steven Mnuchin and the Republicans in Congress? Are they trying to impede the work that Joe Biden can do when he takes office on January 20th? Is Steven Mnuchin trying to play some political game? Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Talks between the Democrats and Republicans on stimulus have been stalled for months. Mnuchin said early on Friday that he and McConnell wanted to come up with a plan to sit down with Pelosi and Schumer and try to get a targeted bill done for the people that really need it. Pelosi and Schumer this week wrote to McConnell, asking him to return to the negotiating table on a stimulus bill, but so far have given no indication that they want to lower the demands for a $2.4 trillion bill. Everybody, I want to know what you think. Who is to blame for holding back our second stimulus check? Is it the Republicans, the Democrats? Is it President Trump? Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now the Chicago Tribune reports that President-elect Joe Biden is pushing Congress to approve billions of dollars in emergency assistance before he takes office. Biden held his first in-person meeting since winning the presidential election with House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer. Biden's new governing team is facing intense pressure to approve another relief bill and come up with a clear plan to distribute millions of doses of a prospective vaccine. According to a readout of the meeting later released by Biden's team, the group agreed that Congress needed to pass a bipartisan emergency aid package in the lame duck session, which, if you did not know, is the period after Election Day and before Congress adjourns for the year. It added that the package should include resources to fight the pandemic, relief for working families and small businesses, support for state and local governments that are trying to keep frontline workers on the payroll, expanded unemployment insurance, and affordable health care for millions of families. Pelosi said before meeting with Biden and Schumer that she made clear the urgency of crushing the virus and how to use the lame duck session to approve more relief and legislation that can keep the government funded. But prospects for the new virus aid this year remain uncertain. Pelosi said talks with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and GOP leadership on Thursday did not produce any consensus on an aid package. That did not happen, but hopefully it will, she said. If Joe Biden takes office on January 20th, do you think that he will be able to pass a second stimulus check, and a second stimulus payment, and a second stimulus bill? Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now for the current unemployment news. AS News reports that with the Republicans and the Democrats so far apart on their expectations of a new support bill, it will probably take some very careful coercing for the White House to get the two sides to agree. That will be tricky at the best of times, but seems completely impossible at the moment, when President Trump's intent is focusing on a series of legal battles to overturn the election. With that being said, everybody, that is all the news in regards to your second stimulus check. If you found this video useful, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Until next time, have a great day.